Happy Friday. We don't normally do this on Fridays. It's kind of a weird day, but welcome in. All right, let me get over to YouTube and I am going to get us set up. Hello. Right. Let's see. How is everybody today? What were you guys doing today? Today was such a beautiful day. It was such a beautiful day here in Pennsylvania. Nice and breezy. It was so gorgeous. The marbles went really well. They did really well. I didn't get through as many as the first time. I don't know. I gotta pick up the pace, I guess. I just chit chat too much. All right. So if you are over on Facebook or YouTube, I want to invite you to come on over here and join me on Niknax.net because that is where I am having this live sale. So yeah, it's still, you just can't tell because I have the makeup on, but my cheek is still kind of red on the right. But I would love to invite you guys to come on over and hang out with me on Niknax.net. That is where I am having my live sale. So you can see me on Facebook, you can see me on YouTube, but in order to participate and in order to buy the things that you've seen me purchase in my recent YouTube videos out in New York, you will have to be here on Niknax.net. So here is the website, Niknax.net. This is where you have to be. It takes about 2 minutes to register with your shipping information and your payment information, and all the payments are handled through Stripe, which is safe and secure, reliable. So that'll allow you to purchase any of the items that you see in the sale. You got to be here on Niknax.net in order to do that. So you can watch from Facebook and YouTube, but if you want to participate, you want to hang out with us, you got to come on over here to Niknax.net. So if you are a first-time buyer, if you have not experienced Niknax before, if you've not been on district, you can use the code CrazyLampLady, all one word, to get $5 off your first purchase of $10 or more. You got your birds. Oh, that makes me so happy. Those birds are so amazing. I was tempted to add those and okay, one more, it's a collection. But no, I'm glad that they found a good home. So yes, I would love for you guys to come on over and hang out with us here on Niknax. We're going to sell through some of the things I purchased in New York. It's not everything I purchased in New York. I did put items aside that are going to be in the signature series. Wonderful. I kind of wish the yellow one glowed. I mean, and they do kind of glow, but I was expecting it to light up. You know what I mean? But yeah, so not everything is in the sale because some of it is set aside for our signature series sale here on Niknax, which is going to be September 20th and 21st. And what is the signature series? It is a big sale we are having here on Niknax, where we are featuring items that are signed by artists. So signed glass, signed pottery, signed art, signed things, and signups will be posted in the train chat channel, so you can find that, at least info in the signups about the signups. Christina will keep everyone updated on that. Your lemon ring marble arrived. Yay! All right, so let's get started today. I have about 30 items, a little bit more than 30. That's about an hour, so I'll be with you guys for about an hour. Then, of course, we will pass you along onto the wonderful sellers here on Niknax, because I do see a lot of lives happening tonight, which I think is absolutely wonderful. Yay! The Port Marion candle holders. That's awesome. The girls actually loaded those this week. They're still set to private. They are still set to private, but they are in there. They did load them, so I do have them, and I can make them public anytime, but not right now because I'm live and I can't hit the buttons while I'm live. But yes, I do have them. They are preloaded. The girls did that, and so they are now in the system. I had to pull them out of that box, but I will put them up. I could maybe do that tonight. Or send me a message. Send me a message, and I'll send you the listing, because you can get a private listing. I know it's weird being live on a Friday, but like I said, I was trying to get through all of this stuff before I left for Brimfield, and So I'm like, oh, I'll have a sale on it Friday, but I'm still not going to get through it all. Like that was really optimistic, but you know what? I feel like I got close. So I'll say it was almost a success. All right, so let's go into our sale. Yeah, we have about 34 items. That's about an hour, so I'll be live for about an hour. And then I would really encourage you guys, if you're here on Niknax, even if you're over there on Facebook or YouTube, to come on over and hang out. Friday's usually a really busy night here on Niknax. We've got tons of live sales happening, an amazing group of sellers here on Niknax. Not just live sales, but buy it now listings. There's over 115,000 buy it now listings to browse. So it's definitely worth coming over, checking out. And even when I'm not live anymore, there's a lot more to see. So let me see here. Let's start with our first item. We'll do pre-bids first, maybe. We've got a few pre-bids. So let me grab these, move to stage. These teddy bears. These are so stinking cute. And I did try looking these up, and it was hard to find them. So I don't like to title things rare, but they were difficult to find. And actually, I wasn't able to find the pair together. Let me see. I wonder if they got moved. Might have to clear some stuff off the shelf before they reveal themselves. You know what? Oh my gosh, I feel so stupid right now. My notebook is sitting right on top of them. They're actually right here next to me. So I just took a walk for no reason. That's how we're going to start the sale today. I've got the little teddy bears right here next to me. So will you look at that? Happy Friday, everyone. I'm like, where did they go? They're just hiding under the notebook. So these are pretty fantastic. These are Arabia, Finland. I'm always sure I'm mispronouncing that. But they are made in Finland on the bottom. And this little guy is my favorite because he's like showing his bum. It's like something a toddler would do. And I just thought it was adorable because it's like a little bear and he's just like being really playful and cute. And the other one's just like, I mean, this right here describes a lot of friendships. And I just thought it was so good because the one friend is like, and then the other one's like, look at my butt. You know, it's really, I mean, if your friendships aren't like that, then you're missing out. You are, Sandy. You're totally that friend. I'm not going to say what friend I am, but I think everybody knows now. So we're going to start it. It's going to start at $70 and it is running. So you are getting both of the bears. Both of them are coming to you, and they are just absolutely. I love the glaze on them too. They kind of. I actually thought they were going to be like pigeon forage or something, and then I turned them over. I was like, "What?" And they're made in Finland. They're so cute. They are so cute, and they're very cute. I like that. I like that. All right, Susan's Fun Finds. Thank you so much. Those are yours. That is a really good deal on these. That's a really good deal. I got a good deal on them, and now you have also got a good deal on these. So congratulations. I'm going to set these down here. Yes, my cheeks do appear better. It's an illusion, though. That's the illusion of the makeup. All right, let me grab the next one. Okay, the Port Marion box. I'm going to grab it. So this was actually from last night's video. where there was an osprey like off in the distance. He was so cute. You couldn't really see him on video, but he was like living his best life. It has a little buggy inside. It's just cute, and it is marked Port Marion on the bottom. So you guys know I have Port Marion that I use, but pieces like this I don't think I would use. If I would keep it. It does have, if somebody put like little these little cushions on there. So I think it's just double-sided tape, but it does cushion it, which is really nice. And it is marked Botanic Garden on the bottom. So we're going to run it starting at 27, and it is running. The layout is different on MacBook, is it? I'm used to being on the MacBook. Oh, cool, for a salt cellar. Yeah, I could totally see this used as a salt cellar. Throw some salt in there. All right, lemon. Thank you very much. We'll put that right here. Boop. All right, let's see. How about the vase? All right, this vase is pretty fantastic. This is a large vase. We got this when we were at the big antique mall, my favorite antique mall up north. Oh, I love that. So here is the vase. It does have some manufacturing defects that you can see here. Although actually that makes me kind of wonder if this is a tree trunk pattern and it was just stretched so much that you can't really tell anymore, because it does have like a few little knots in it. It could also just be manufacturing. That's kind of weird. Right here, there's like a sparseness to the glaze, where there was a glaze miss. But it does measure 16 inches, and it has a really nice iridescence to it. Yay! That's fantastic. And we are going to run it. It is going to start at $60, and it is running. So this is 15 inches, and it is the cobalt. So it has a cobalt base. And so this ruler is 15 inches. It's deceiving, but this is a 15-inch ruler. So we're looking at right about 16 inches. Thank you guys for your bids. The coloring on it is absolutely gorgeous. Thank you. And I don't find them this tall very often. I think if I have any others this tall. All right, DFab, thank you. Thank you so much. Congratulations. I know that you have like certain shipping requirements, so just send us a message, and I'm sure the girls will see it. But I'm going to set this over here for you. You are very welcome. All right, let's see. All right, so this is Longwy France. I have two Longwy France pieces. I have this little dish, and then I also have the candle holder. So I love these ever since I saw Daryl had them. Daryl had some really fantastic pieces of this, and ever since I saw them at Daryl's, I've picked them up. But here's the marking on the bottom. And there is the top. And I believe this may have been an ashtray. That's why it has the little divots. But it could also be used as a soap dish or a trinket dish. And we're going to start it at 20. And it's going to run for 20 seconds. Like I said, it is marked on the bottom. So these pieces are pretty desirable. I remember when I first saw them at Daryl's. He had some pretty high prices on them. And I was like, what is that? I need to know everything I need to know about that. But I probably, previous to that, would have just walked by this without thinking much of it. Thank you for your bids. Glad you guys like it. The teal is really awesome. And it just says hand painted. I'm not sure if there's a special name for the pattern, but that one is going to Bandit. Thank you, Bandit. That dish is yours. Yay! And like I said, I do have the candle holder as well, if anyone is interested in the candle holder. All right, this green glass jar. I don't know who makes this, but of course I loved the owl. I think there's some flea bites around the edges. Actually, that's a little bit more than a flea bite. So there's a little chip there on the edge. But I think, could it have been a candle? Do you think maybe it was a candle? I'm not sure. But it is a nice emerald green, and it does have both sides have the owl on it. No markings on the bottom. Just a little owl jar. And we're going to start it at 20. And there it goes. It is running. And you know what? I did not test if any of this stuff glows. So I should probably, let's see. There is no glow. It does not glow. No glow on this fella. Dragon's owl. I love it. Thank you very much for your bids. For a second, I thought he was turned around, like looking at him in the camera. I'm like, wait, is he turned around? I can't tell. I love that you guys love owls like I do. And Cat Vella 05. This owl jar is yours. I'm going to stick it down the cart for you. Thank you very much. Yeah, absolutely. You're welcome. All right, and next we have a kaleidoscope. I love this kaleidoscope. Let me show you. So I'm actually really surprised that the kaleidoscopes I got are not signed. Let me show you guys here. Does it work for you? Will it work? Let's see. So that's what it looks like on the inside. And it's filled with liquid, so it's like it's constantly in motion, you know? I'm trying not to. Here, let me try. One more time. Here we go. Ooh, look. All right, so there you go. Pretty fantastic. I know, it's like fireworks. I love it. So that's what it looks like on the inside. This is what it looks like on the outside. So it has this tube here that is filled with a liquid, and then all the little stars and everything. And it's pretty awesome to look into. So we're going to start at 50, and it's going to run for 20 seconds. And it is running. No markings or signatures on it, which is wild. Oh, it is leaded glass, and then the little tube. I'm wondering that too. I mean, the rod there's like two little circles on it, so it doesn't slide, which is good because otherwise it might slide right out. So it is kind of fixed in there. It won't slide too much. Maybe just like a little bit. And that one goes to Bandit. Thank you, Bandit. How is your kaleidoscope? Appreciate that. Yay! And then our last pre-bid is for Pluto. So this was not from New York. This was actually from a while ago. I got this at Graveyards. But I've been hanging on to it for a minute. What's interesting about this is he's glazed, but then his feet are matte. So I don't know why. He might have been sticking in something, and that might be hard water. I'm not sure. But I think that's worth noting. So Bandit, I don't know if the girls noted that in the listing, but you can kind of see that on his feet there. It's almost like he was like sitting in a planter or something. But I don't see any chips or cracks. And he's marked Disney on the bottom. Okay, great. So good. All right, we're going to run him. He's going to start at 20, and he's running. Pluto. Hey, hello, hello. Welcome in. All right, Bandit. Thank you very much. Congratulations. Let me stick that right over here. All right. All right, so now I'm going to just run through our other items that are not pre-bid, if you guys are interested. For your, oh, I love that. Wonderful, wonderful. All right, let me start. Wait, that's in pen. That's so weird. Let's do that again. Okay, let me grab these. So these are antique mantle vases. They are Victorian, and they are a gray. They're like a really like bluish, like a very light bluish gray. You can see the pontil marks on the bottom. They have a rough pontil. And here is the design. I just love the butterflies on these. And I walked by them and I was like, oh my goodness, look. And there's two of them. So they're matchy match. You could put one on either side of the mantle. So when you do find these vases, a lot of the times it's just a single. Originally, they were intended as pairs. So I thought it was great that there was an original pair there. They call this Bristol glass, but what they're now saying is that there's no such thing as Bristol glass and it was originally Czech, which I find to be interesting. I haven't actually done the research myself, but that's what a lot of people are saying. I think that's really interesting. So we're going to run this. We're going to start them at 20, and you are getting both faces. So there are some imperfections because it is old glass. So like this one, you can actually see there's like a pot stone in there from when they fired it, which is interesting. There's some wear on the gold, but no major chips or cracks. Gotta think these were from the late 1800s, early 1900s, which is pretty darn cool that they've stayed together as a set since then. That's a really long time. It's like a super long. I know, isn't that amazing? That's like forever. My little bug. These are yours. Congratulations. Thank you very much. I'm going to set these over here. Yeah, 125 years is a long time to be together. I feel like we had to keep them together. I mean, it might have even been 135 years for all we know. That's a long time. That's a long time to be together. All right, let me grab this. So Arlene had this, and I mean, I find these all the time in white, but the fact that this was black glass, it's a black glass. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I think I was going a little too heavy on the cream on my cheeks. My cheeks were like, hey, we don't like that. Okay. So usually I find these in milk glass. Oh, I don't like that. Here. Wait, screenshot and we're just gonna ban from market. Bye. All right, give me 1 sec. I'm just gonna send that to All right. So, yeah, so this is black glass. There are some flea bites on the inside. You can see them there, kind of. I mean, that's what I mean. They're small. It was just cool because it was black glass. And it is marked on the bottom. It is marked 34. So originally you would have had like the big vanity bottles. You've seen me sell the milk glass vanity bottles previously. And then there would have been like a powder jar and like a whole vanity set. But unfortunately, we just have this powder dish. I'm assuming it's a powder jar. It probably would have had like a big poof in there. You would have covered up that big red spot on your cheek, you know? We're going to start it at 20, and it is running. I know I never saw one in black either. That's why I was like, what is this? This is so cool. I've only ever seen them in white. So it's interesting. And then, we're talking also Victorian. So we just sold that Victorian set. Would probably also be about that same era. So, the paint is a little worn on it, but it's a really great piece. And that's going to Onion and Thistle Thrift. Thank you very much. Congratulations. I'm like, where are my stickers? That was a moment. I'm like, oh, no, I don't need a sticker. I'm just going to set this on the cart for you. You're welcome. Stick that down here carefully. All right, cool. I do have that. Yes. So, as I mentioned, I'm willing to run stuff that I don't have preloaded if I have it handy, and I do have that. So I don't mind running it, but you may have to remind me. I may forget by the time I run through all my preloads. So if you're here, just be like, hey, don't forget to run that. Because I got her right here. You're talking about her, right? Do I have apothecary jars? I have the one pear-shaped apothecary jar. I have that one. And that one is preloaded. I set her right here too, so hopefully that helps me remember. All right, there we go. Let me grab this. All right, so next we have this amazing vase. I feel like we're bringing all the old glass today. Like we're back in the 1800s. This is really cool. So I've seen pieces like this attributed to a rock. I don't know if that's the case here. I'm not sure if this is her rock, but they did do this decor similar to the snake. You have the snake going all the way around. It's like an opaline. I do want to point out that the tail does not go all the way down. So the tail is chipped off the end. And I don't think that was noted because I did read the description on this. So the tail would have gone a little bit farther. It would have come to a point here. And then also here is a crack in the snake. The gold is slightly worn, but this is such a fun piece because it's got that snake like climbing up. I don't know. It just kind of reminds me of some like Garden of Eden stuff. Like, yes, the goblet, like it just, I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool. So imagine being at the Red Fair and being like with your snake goblet. It would be a little hard to drink out of. You have to get a straw. Yeah, a little Game of Thrones like. It's pretty cool. A serpent. Oh, look, he would have even had a tongue. I just noticed that. So he would have had a gold tongue even. Anyway, we're going to run it. I know, you'll live forever if you drink out of this. Oh, the goblet. It's I don't know. There's so many directions you could go with this. Anyway, we're going to run it at 40 if anyone's interested. There it goes. It was running. Oh, I've had one snake vase before. I had a vase that I found at Black Rose in Hanover, and it was pretty cool. But that was a vase. Pretty cool. So this I will put in the buy it now. I will try to remember to move it to the buy it now before I leave for my trip. And let's see. We have the shakers. Okay. So these are just a pair of bone china shakers, English fine bone china. And they're in really good condition. Sweet little shakers. This one has a single hole. This one has 3. So I think that there tells you the difference between salt and pepper. We're going to run them starting at just $12 for the pair. So you are getting both. And they're so dainty. It would be great for like springtime on the table. I know we're like going into fall, but Oh, Christina just texted me chip on the leaf. There is a small chip on the leaf on the underside. So BJ Pike, if you would want to cancel that because of that chip, just send me a DM. There is a small chip on that leaf. Is that the one? Is that what you're talking about? Pink is year-round. I love it. Anyway, just let me know. That's all. Oh, that's okay. Okay, cool. All right. Cool. That's the other thing when I'm running these sales. Make sure if you're bidding on something, you just check the description real quick. I don't know if that was in the description because I'm not doing my own listings a lot of the time. And the girls will put stuff in there and I won't know. They do have some chips around the middle. Okay. I won't know unless I read the description myself. All right, let me see. We've got this beveled box. These are always so fun to find when they're beveled like this. They have that heavy beveled glass. This does have a few chips here on the corner of those bevels. So that is definitely worth noting. But this is such a cool little coffin box. It's pretty fantastic. No markings or signatures, but pretty sweet. So, like I said, it does have chips on the corners, which is unfortunate, but for its age, it's really neat. How does shipping work? Okay, so if you're over on Facebook or YouTube, you can see my sale right now, but I'm having my sale on Niknax.net. So this is where the sale is happening. I'm actually on Niknax.net right now. And I'm having a sale here. So you got to come over to Niknax.net in order to bid and to participate in the sale. Basically, you come over. It takes about 2 minutes to register. You put in your shipping information and your payment information. It's all through Stripe, so it's safe and secure. And then you're good to go. Go ahead and bid. And that's how it works. So I'm multicasting to Facebook and YouTube. You can see me over there. But if you want to partake in the sale, you got to be on Niknax.net. So that's how we get the shipping. And then once you're over here, if you want to see what the shipping is, you click on the title of the item and it'll give you calculated shipping based on where you are in correlation to where I am. So we're going to run this. And there it goes. It is running. Starting at 40, if anyone is interested. All the cool people are on Niknax.net. These are facts. All right, this is another one I will put in the buy it now. Oh, the fish bottle. Oh my goodness. All right, I'll get. Oh wait, we do have a pre-bid. That's on the poll though. All right, I'll get back to that. All right, move to stage. Let me grab this. The other side. So this is a really great blue and white opalescent. I'm not really white. I guess it's blue and a light blue opalescent base. It does have a ruffled edge. There are some like striations in it that are just caused by the glass manufacturing process. And here is the bottom. Really sweet piece. I love those lines on it. I know it's like striped. It's so good. But we're going to run it. It's going to start at 20. And there it goes. It is running. Ruffled vase. Cute Tales of Emily. I appreciate your bid. So I was wondering if this was Fenton. I don't know my Fenton very well, but I was like, hey, it could be, maybe. Anyone knows their Fenton? Like, aren't all opalescent ruffled vases Fenton? Sandy would cringe if she was here. Kate Brett, thank you so much. This is yours. Congratulations. I'm going to set it on our cart. We're going to grab the next. Oh, this is such a fun paperweight. Let me grab it for you. Oh, man, I'm yawning. I'm tired today. All right, so we have a paperweight that says smile. I mean, I guess it doesn't really have to be a paperweight. You could just like set it on your desk and just, it will remind you to smile. It's funny, the vendor had it and like, can I buy your smile? At first, I think she was like, what? And I was like, this is the paperweight. So we're going to start it at 20 and it'll run for 20 seconds. I'm not sure who makes it. I just like the sentiment. It was a good reminder. It has a nice texture to it as well. A little block. I guess you could do it that way too. Oh, that's backwards. It's so funny because you guys see it like the right way and it's backwards for me. Smile. Thank you guys for your bids. Yeah, this is the right way, but it's reversed. I don't think I realized that before, that it is in fact reversed. It does, doesn't it? I think that's why I liked it. I was attracted to it. And it's going to Bandit. Thank you, Bandit. Fantastic. Another paperweight for the collection. Oh, it isn't reversed for you? Okay, great. Yeah, when I'm looking at it, it's reversed. All right, let me grab this. I thought this one was marked. Oh, it is marked. Yeah, I was like, I thought this one was marked, but I didn't see it in the listing. So it is, in fact, marked. This is check. Oh, it's good because I was like, I know that's check. I'm just going to put check in the title because I know it is. And then sure enough, it is marked. So I feel good. I feel good about that. It is, in fact, marked check on the bottom. You can see it there. I just love the splatter on this. This one should actually have a bit of a glow. So let me turn this off. Hello. Hi from Pennsylvania. Yeah, so the frit, you can see the frit has a little bit of a glow to it, and that's kind of what we're looking at. The orange is going to glow a little bit. Obviously, the blue is not, but the frit will have a little bit of a glow. So that's what I wanted to show you guys is you might see a little reflection on the orange. I mean, we've had some check pieces in the past that just like light up. All right, so we're going to run this. Like I said, it is Czechoslovakia. Great splatter vase. Nice edge, maybe some minor flea bites. No major chips or cracks. Really good piece, starting at just $25. The cobalt on that is really nice too. I'll try to turn you guys around so you can see it. There's the inside. Thank you, DFAB. Yeah, until you get that light behind it, you can't really get that effect of how blue and gorgeous that is on the inside. There it is. And that is going to Kristen 120. Thank you very much. That is yours. them here for you. All right, so this is the apothecary style jar I mentioned. So this would be in pulley. I love this jar because it's shaped like a pear. It has the optic to it. It would have been stickered. So I did find one example out there that was stickered, but obviously we don't have a sticker. So the top is amethyst. And then as you can see, the rest of it is blue. Really great piece. Just checking the edge, no chips or cracks. And we are going to start it at 50. And there it goes, it is running. I think if it weren't for those little leaves at the top, I probably wouldn't have been so excited about it. But that's really what did it for me. I was like, oh, look, it's like a little pear. Laurel's new favorite thing is picking pears off the tree and eating them. And I'm like, can we wash it first? All right, I'm going to put this into the bite now. And let me grab, this one is Fenton. I know that. This is Fenton. All right, so what? No, yeah, you know, yeah, that's literally what she says in capital letters. She's like, no. And then I'm like, oh. And then she eats it anyway. All right, so this is a really nice Fenton Jade Lotus bowl. It does not glow. These do not glow, but they just have a really cool green coloring to them. I love the opaline look. And we're going to start it at 30, and it is running. So this one likely would have also had a sticker on it. This would be my guess. And some examples I saw did also have a little black foot that was like a little stand for it. I don't know if it came with that, but somebody had displayed on a little black stand, which was cute. Carrie, this is yours. Thank you very much. Congratulations on the bowl. We will put that down here. Absolutely, you're welcome. I'm a little fused glass. Let me see here. So I was really shocked that this was not signed. It is a fused glass dish. You can see there's a bird up here. This reminds me of the piece. Hey, Sam. Hey there. This reminds me of the piece that I had when I was in Brimfield in July. I picked up that fused glass piece that was signed, and I can't remember who it was signed by, but this reminds me of that. And this one is not signed, but I just love the bird flying there. And we're going to run it. It's going to start at just 20, and it is running. Nice dichroic shine to it. I know it looks like it's flying through a mountain. I really like it. And you could just play it like this too. I would even think you could put like a little command strip on the back and just hang it on the wall as art. I think that would look really nice. The colors are gorgeous. Absolutely. And little Stitcher 57. That one is yours. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Alrighty. This perfume. So the girl said there was cracking on the bottom. I did not see it, but let me look. Let's see what that means. I don't see any cracking on this thing. I'm not sure what they meant. Oh, you know what? Yes, I see it now. Okay. It's not on the bottom. It's near the top. Turn you guys around. There we go. Oops, no, I didn't turn you around. There. It's here at the top, at the mouth. I suspect that somebody may have put this in too hard and pushed it in, and that may have caused it to crack there. That's a shame. Yeah, I'm almost positive I looked that bottle over and didn't see anything. But I didn't look at the top. I looked at the bottom, so that makes sense. Anyway, I'll still run it. We'll start it at 25. It'll run for 30 seconds. What I love about this is that it's that cranberry color. Oh, well, thank you guys. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's the cranberry color for me. The cranberry is amazing. I usually find them in clear. So the fact that this was cranberry is the reason that I bought it. Just because I was like, ooh, I don't see that very often. And I'm glad that you guys like it too. Really interesting piece. And that is a silver overlay. So that it, and you know, today I was at Goodwill. I went to Goodwill today, so you guys had that video to look forward to. I found some really, really awesome stuff. And I came across a Dorothy Thorpe set that was polished, and it was just so vibrant and silvery. And I was like, oh, so that's what it looks like when it's polished. Because I always find it, you know, when it's tarnished. I don't know what it looks like when it's polished, but it looks really shiny anyways. And that is going to Mandy Jean. Thank you, Mandy Jean. I appreciate your purchase. It's a really pretty bottle. And what's cool about this is it, you know, a lot of people monogrammed them. This was meant for a monogram, and there is no monogram on this one. So if you wanted to, if you were like, oh, I'm going to put my monogram on there, but I'm going to put it right over here for you. Right on the cart. I'm going to grab the next one. Okay, this has a pre-bid. This is really cool. This is the first item that I got from Arlene. Thank you. I got my shirt at Goodwill. I feel like nobody's surprised by that, though. It's my Goodwill shirt. All right, so this is not signed. Sign your work, people. Look at how amazing this is. It reminds me of the ocean. Like, that to me is like waves in an ocean, and I love it. So the outside has iridescence, and then this is the inside. And it's just like the waves. It's just amazing. And no freaking signatures. What is wrong with you? Sign your stuff. Because it's just so good. Oh, shoot. And I'm looking again. I mean, I looked this piece over a million times, and I'm still looking it over. Like, maybe I'm missing it, but I swear it's not on here. Like, they did not sign it. It just blows my mind. But anyway, we're going to run it. It's going to start at $40, and it is running. Ashton is begging me for a new video game. He's blowing up my phone. I know, right? Wouldn't you want a credit for this? It's like the ocean in glass. Oh my God, that's so funny you say Moana vibes, because that's what I was thinking. I was thinking Moana, but I'm like, that's such a toddler mom thing to say. Be like, oh, it's like a Moana bowl. I was like, only some people get the reference, and then you said it, and now I feel better about it. That's what it reminds me of. It reminds me of Moana. Wicked girl, this is yours. Thank you so much. Congratulations on this beautiful piece. I am going to put this very carefully over here. Yeah, I mean, I would have put that into our signature sale, the signature show, signature series. I'm like, what are we calling that? Signature series on September 20th and 21st, but it's not signed, so I couldn't get a spot. So, yes, we are having a signature series here on Niknax, September 20th and 21st for all things signed. So I'm going to have my Sean Messenger perfume. I've got like, check this out. I'll just show you guys real quick, because you're probably like, oh, why don't you have everything from New York? These are the pieces I set aside so far. Just a few. Got the eye colt here. This was a neat looking eye colt. But this is some of the stuff I'm going to have in the signature series. And then, of course, I'm going to Brimfield. I'll grab a couple more while I'm there. But I thought it was a cute little mix. Nice little mix there. Right? So good. The red. I know the red. I never saw the red before. All right. Where are we? Okay, Okay, these I found at the Geneva Co-op. Now, I believe these are also check, but there are no markings on them. I think they're check. They do strike me as being check glass. We're calling them bud vases, but they could also be taper candle holders. You could put a taper candle in there, and they could be little candle holders. Now, that being said, there are flea bites around the edges. One has more than the other, but there are some flea bites on there. All right, but they're so sweet. They've got like a really subtle amber iridescence to them. And they're very like Art Deco in style. So we're going to run them. They are going to start at 20, and they are running. You are getting both of them. They're pretty fantastic. I do wish they were signed. This is your reminder to sign your work. Thank you for your bids. And Mandy Jean, those are yours. Thank you so much. I'm going to set those right on the cart. Those will be yours. Now for this beautiful, now we got some really great stuff coming up actually. Ooh-wee. All right. Give me one sec. I got to text Ashton. He's just blowing me up. All right. How much do you want to bet he pops in here and asks me to get him the game in here? How much you guys want to bet? All right. Let me get this. All right. So this is Isle of Wight. I always thought it was Isle of Right. And that's what I called it for the longest time. And then somebody's like, that's WIGHT, right? And I'm like, yes. But here's the sticker. So a lot of the times the stickers go away, and it's you're not really able to identify it except for the style. Dom. Oh man, Dom is a very happily married man, but he's a good friend. He's a great friend, and I try to bump into him every time we're out there. So we're gonna run this. We're gonna start this at 40. Like I said, it is marked. I love the colors of this. It is white, and then it has the gold, but then it does have the clear in the bottom, so you can actually see into it, which is really neat. So let's start it at $40, and it is running. There it goes. It is running. I thought actually about changing my relationship status on Crazy Lamp Lady too. Crazy Lamp Lady is in a relationship with Carlisle Antique Show 2026, because you guys know that I am in fact dating my work. Let's just be real. Who am I in a relationship with? My work. Sam, congratulations. That one is yours. It's a beautiful perfume. I am going to put this on the cart for you. All right. Let's see. The show is Mother's Day 2026. So it's the 8th, 9th, and 10th of May. And so I met with the fairgrounds. I've met with a software company, got all that figured out. I've been in contact with my attorney. We got to do the terms and conditions and also set up the LLC. The house is blocked off for now. It's blocked off for now because I'm not sure yet what I'm going to do with it. So I do have it blocked off, but that's it. But yes, so once that's in effect, once the LLC is formed, I can go get the bank account and then I can start because it's going to have its own separate bank account, like separate accounting, all of that, because it's like, it's a whole thing. And I don't want it intermingled. Like I want it to be separate. So, I got to form a new business, which is kind of, it's a thing. It's never fun. All right, let me grab this. Okay. So I don't know the best way to show you guys this. I think there's pictures of it actually. This kaleidoscope. So there's a story behind this because this is one of my favorite antique malls. I'll start by saying that. I love this antique mall. It has amazing quality stuff, but some of the staff working there is wild. It's just wild. So the girl who's checking me out actually dropped this. And then wasn't going to say anything to me, but I was standing right there and I was like, she kind of like rolled her eyes. I was like, did it break? And she's like, I don't know why they would just have that sticking on there and not. I was like, is it broken? It was wild. I was with Sandy and I went outside and I just kind of sat in the chair and I texted her. I'm like, I'm actually thinking of just leaving all my stuff and saying peace out. Like I've never done that before. Like I don't know what else to do. It was insane. It was insane. But it's one of my favorite antique malls. They have the most amazing stuff. The vendors really know how to bring it. And it was just that, the staff, I've struggled with the staff in the past. So anyway, let me show you guys. And then I'll show you what happened when it was dropped. I still purchased it just because, look, as you spin it, you can see the light. It's important to have it facing the light. Can you guys see my face? That's so funny. But you can see the way that it reacts to the light. So the thing to note is there's 2 eye holes, and you guys can't really see into both eye holes because obviously there's only one camera lens. But if you're looking into, if you're looking into both of the holes, it's great. So what happened, I think, when it was dropped or damaged, the end, now these, of course, they just pop off. So if you're going to be using it and looking, just be really careful because these do slide off now. And then there was, the girls photographed something. I could have swore one of the glass panels they showed was cracks, but I don't see any cracks. It's in the photos. So maybe just check the photos there because I'm not seeing it. But yeah, so you're getting, it's massive. It's a really big kaleidoscope. And it's really amazing to look through. So this is going to be about 14.5 inches. 14.5 inches. And we are going to run it. All right. I'm not going to hold it while we run it because I'm afraid I'm going to drop it. There it goes. It is running. So we're starting it at 95. Oh, sorry. So the slider things actually don't stay on anymore. They would have been stuck on here, but they come off. They slide off real easy. So that's one of the things that was broken. And then one of the glass panels here is also broken. So that was broken. Yeah. All right. I guess I'll hold on to it for a little bit longer. I actually didn't get a chance to show Laurel, so I might show Laurel before I list it for buy now. Because she loves kaleidoscopes, as you know. I mean, it was a little bit like, I was like, I don't know. This one might be she might get a little too excited with this one, but maybe she'll like it. right, I'm gonna put this back up on the shelf. Okay. Is all right. So we've got another Longleaf France. That didn't pin. Move to stage. All right, there it goes. Longleaf France. All right. So here it is. It is a candle holder. This is also the same as the little dish we sold. Obviously, you can't see any markings because we've got the base on here, but it is the same marking. I'm sorry, the same maker. There is a split right here. You can see in the metal. And it looks to lean a little bit like this. But we're going to run it. It's going to start at 40. And there it goes. It is running. Longleaf France candle holder. This one's all white flowers too. I didn't notice that until just now. The flowers are all white. Yeah, right? We'll talk, Ashton. We'll figure it out, okay? I don't know about tonight because I have to go to the DMV tomorrow morning. All right. Please. Oh, absolutely. I will. Of course. Got them right here. I know. I'm not looking forward to it. I had to go to the bank today to pull out some cash, and I'm giving the lady my ID, and I realized that it expires on my birthday, which just happens to be Labor Day, and I'm leaving on Labor Day. And I was like, oh no. Which means my last day to do it is tomorrow. Yep. All right, so we have this optic pair. And we are going to run it. Yes, it is open on Saturday. I double checked. No, I have to get a new photo. I gotta get a new photo because they're like, oh, you're getting old. You gotta get a new photo because we don't believe you were ever that young as when we took the photo and you had green hair. All right, so let's run it. It's gonna start at 50 and there it goes. It is running. I know, at least I realized it with 1 day to go, right? Yeah. You for your bid. I appreciate that. You just I mean, I'm not so much worried about the driving. I'm worried about us going out for my birthday dinner and then being like, can we see your ID? And then they're going to be like, oh, this is expired. You're not actually old enough to get this drink, because that would happen to me. And I'd be like, I'm 37. And they'll be like, no, you're not. And I'd be like, are you looking at me? That's just my luck. All right, that is going to Corcoran. Thank you very much for your purchase. I'm going to put that right down here on the cart. Ooh, and then let's grab the next one. So this is a reticulated dish. Let me grab that. Oh, happy birthday to you as well. I love that. Oh man, listen, I'm all about that jalapeno martini. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm not going to get it unless I get that photo ID. And I'm so excited. I'm going to tell you the story. Let me grab this. I'm excited to do it, actually. Let me show you. All right. This is a reticulated dish. This is a reticulated dish. It's made in Japan. A lot of these were made in Germany, but this one is in fact made in Japan. Sweet little dish. We're going to run it starting at just 12. And there it goes. The reason I'm excited to get my photo retaken is because the last time my photo was taken was the day after I dyed my hair half green. You guys remember when I did the neon green? It was the day after I did that I had my driver's license photo. And so I have been living with that ID with half green hair since then. And every time someone's like, can we see your ID? And I have to give them my ID. I'm reminded of the green hair stage. And so I get to go and get my photo taken again. And at least now I've got Cruella hair, but at least it's not the green hair, right? So there's that. So it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. Mandy Jean, this is yours. Thank you so much. I will set this on the card for you. Right here. I think our IDs are good for 5 years. I think that was the last time I got it. I think it's 5 years, which is crazy. If you've been with me that long, if you remember my green hair, it's been 5 years, guys. Let me grab this. So this is a great little piece of Murano. Absolutely love it. It does have a rough spot here. A lot of the times when, they're attaching the glass, sometimes you'll get a rough spot. So it does feel rough here. I don't believe this is a chip. I believe that when they're applying the glass, it broke off because you can even see the gold on the rough spot. So I think that was what happened here. No chips or cracks. And I just love that opaline. It's so nice. So you have the little gold handles and then the opaline and a really nice piece of Murano. Nice polished bottom as well. So let's start it. It's going to run at 58. It is running. Good for 10 years in Texas. Oh my goodness. That's crazy. There you go. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll do one of these. I guess it depends on what, if I want to be a blonde or a brunette. Really, I just had to make that decision before tomorrow and go from there. Oh, yeah, I do. That's right. Do I have to bring my passport? Is that a thing? Do you have to bring your passport? I have a passport. Maybe I'll just bring that to Brimfield with me. I'll be like, guys, no, I got my passport. That's good for 10 years. Let me put this here. I can prove my age. I have my passport. Birth certificate. How many ways can I prove that I'm old enough to celebrate my birthday? Do you want all my documents, all of my documentation? Let me grab this. All right. I love this silly little fish. I found this at Big Valley Antiques. It was a while ago, so this isn't New York. But he's just been chilling on the shelf, and I think it's time to find him a new home. He can be hung. He's made of paper mache, and he's just so colorful and fun. He's got a great expression. He probably glows, actually. No, actually, he does not. But there are some little, like where he's been bent. He's been bent. I don't think I'm getting it. I don't really need an enhanced license. I don't think. You guys are making me question myself. All right, we're going to bring Ashton. I forget what it was. I remember I had to use my kids for ID at one time. I can't remember what it was. I'm like, these are my children. We're going to run this. It's going to start at 15. And it is running. And the guy's like, this is the first time that anyone has ever used their children for their ID or for it to prove their age. I'm like, all right, I'm going to put that back here. And let's do this. Well, I don't have any plans to go into any federal buildings. That's not me. Let me grab these horses. Nor do I. All right, we're going to run these horses. So these are Tang Dynasty style I've often heard them called Shanghai, S-A-N-K or S-A-N-S. I'm sorry, Sancai, Shanghai. Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm going down the list, so it's going to pop up here in a minute or two. Might even be next. But there is a pair of them. They often have different glazes. It's almost a Majolica glaze, which you can see here. And we are running them both as a set. They are marked. This one's marked China. This one has Asian characters on the bottom. And we are going to run them. You get the set. You get the set. So there they go. They are running. Set of horses. You have a strong license to fly. Oh man, see, I just bring my passport. Just like, here's my passport. I had to pay stupid money for that passport. You bet I'm going to use it. Why would I not? All right, let me put those back over here. And I will move those into the buy it now. All right, we've got, yes, the fish perfume is coming up. All right, these are really neat. How much battery power do I have? I'm at 10. I don't think I drank enough coffee this morning. So these are Jorinde, Jorinde. What I love about these is how colorful they are. Look at that. Beautiful colors on these. That one you have a palace, and then this. Birds. So I just love how vibrant and colorful they are. You guys know I love colors. So we're running all 4 of them, and we are starting them at 30. And there they go. They're running. Oh, shoot. Did they do an eye test? Better take out some glasses, I guess. I didn't even think of that. Thank you for the reminder. Oh, Bad Bat. Thank you. Hello. All right. And those are yours. Thank you very much. I'm going to set those right over here on the cart for you. Fantastic. All right. Thank you. All right. Move to stage. All right. Now we have this little bud vase. I don't know if it's a bud vase or if it's a smoking set, but a little Italian vase. It is marked Italy on the bottom. It has the blue and the green with the hash marks. And we're going to start it at 18. It is my birthday is Monday. My birthday is Labor Day. That is my birthday. And I will be on my way to Brimfield. Thank you. Kate Vargas. All right, BJ Pike. Thank you. Congratulations on the vase. Right down here. Thank you. All right, now we've got this little fishy. We're getting down to the last of it. Let me grab the fish. All right, so we're assuming this is a little fish. Looks like a fish to me. It is threaded. So there are the threads. A little scent bottle. Can't tell if it was used or not. But there are no markings or signatures. It almost looks like this wants to be like a wand, but it's not. That's just how it's made. We're going to run it. It's going to start at 20. And it is running. Just love the colors on that. Great colors. It almost looks like it's got a little marble there at the top. No, no. No, just seltzer. I usually drink my seltzer out of my Stanley, so you guys don't see me with like the can. I'm just drinking seltzer out of my Stanley, but I left it in the car. So, all right, Becca Hodge, thank you so much. Congratulations on the little fishy. I will stick that right on our cart. All right, so this is a paperweight. This is a Barcroft. Let's see if it glows. Maybe. Let's see. There. Should, maybe. There's not really a glow to it. Sometimes lucite will glow, but I don't really see a glow on this one. I'm going to turn the light back on. All right, so this is a carved lucite. You can see the rose in the center, and it is on this little triangular base. It has the original sticker there, and we are going to run it starting at 14. Yeah, I think that's all there is to say about that. It is running. Really nice lucite piece. Made in Indiana. Hand carved and colored by Barcroft, Indiana. I know, it's so good. It's a pretty great paperweight. Somebody's going fast. You were made in Indiana too. That was a motorcycle, that one. Pretty sure. All right, Garshi. Thank you so much. Congratulations. That will be yours. Into the cart. All right, now we have a little Wizard of Clay. So let me grab this. All right, so this is an amazing crystalline Ikebana. It has the little flower frog in there. It is marked Wizard of Clay here on the bottom. I'm not sure what you mean. Well, we're going to run this, a beautiful crystalline. And here it goes. We're starting it at 19. It is running. What, you don't understand what this is? This is for flower arranging. It's the Japanese art of arranging flowers with this little ikebana. It would, yes, you could totally put a marble in there. Look. Ta-da! You probably need one bigger than that, though. I think all my big marbles are stuffed down underneath. And Rhonda D, congratulations. That one is yours. I'm going to stick that on the card. And then I think all we have left that is preloaded is this little fetish. This is a stage. Little Zuni fetish. I'm used to these being signed. This one is not signed. But I've sold a lot of these over the years. I've made some pretty decent money on these. So when I saw it, I was like, "Ooh, look at him. He's cool." He has the lifeline here, I think is what it's called, and the inlay. And he is just a little bear. He only measures 1.5 inches. So I know I love him. He's fantastic. We're going to run him. He's going to start at 31. And there he goes. I believe he is Jet. Yeah, I think he's Jet. Jet. Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember a long time ago when I bought that entire collection of the little fetishes. It was amazing. I love finding. I don't find them much anymore. You know, it's kind of weird. Valley Girl Party Poodle, this is yours. Thank you very much. Congratulations on that. Absolutely. You're very welcome. And then we got to sell this girl. She's delightful. This little folk art cutie. Let me add her in real quick. I know. Maybe when I'm in Brimfield, I'm going to come across the whole collection. That would be pretty awesome, huh? All right, let me add her in. Here we go. Folk art girl. I'm going to start her at. We'll start her at 12. Remember what I paid for her. Let me see here. And add to stream. Okay, move to stage. All right, there we go. All right, so we've got the folk art girl here. There are no signatures on her. I believe she is ceramic. And then you can see they put like a lacquer over her, which is kind of a little bit yellowing on the edges. She is intended for hanging. And I think she's absolutely adorable. Her little bonnet. Her flowers, she's so good. All right, we're going to start her. She's starting at just $12. And she's running. Little folk art girl. Thank you for your bid. Thank you guys. Yeah, she was so cute. Just send me a DM. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is something I would hang on my gallery wall if I held it around for too long. That's what happens if any art or any like hangable thing sticks around the shop for too long, it ends up on the wall. It's just a given. All right, Elizabeth W., that is yours. Thank you so much. Congratulations on her. She's adorable. I'm going to set her right here. And a wall sale. I know. You know what's funny is after I posted that picture of the gallery wall, I've got everybody messaging me asking me to buy stuff off it. I'm like, but that's my gallery wall. Those are my things. But anyway, I think we're going to end it here. I appreciate all of you for hanging out with me. This was a lot of fun. Like I said, I've had about an hour's worth of stuff. I think we went for an hour and 24 minutes. Let's see who we can raid. So if you're over on Facebook or YouTube, this is your last heads up. You got to come over here to niknax.net. That is niknax.net. That is where I am selling. We've got about 5,000 sellers, over 115,000 listings, live sales happening all day, every day, and about 50,000 members. It's crazy over here. We'd love to have you. Great family friendly, positive vibes always. And it's just a great place to be. So let's see here. Let's see who we've got live. Wow, we've only got 2 other folks live right now. Where is everybody? Come on, guys. Where are you at? We've got 2 lives happening right now. Yeah, can you come back again? Yeah. Heck yeah, come back again anytime. Come join us on niknax.net. And I'll tell you what, we've got some great sales happening tonight. So I'll always be popping back in and checking out what some of our other sellers have to offer. Because sometimes I'm just like jaw on the floor with some of these things. It's amazing. So it looks like we've got Amy live. Amy is selling clothing, towels, skirts. I'm watching her play right now. And then we got Junkyard Dog. We've got Kathy. I think we're gonna go see Kathy. Oh yeah, come and join us at Coffee Chat, 10:30 a.m. on Tuesday. It's gonna be a doozy. It's gonna be quick because that's when Brimfield kicks off, and hopefully it's not as much a disaster as last time. But I'm gonna be like, all right, guys, we've got 25 new members and I'm going to go shopping. See you later. So get ready for that Coffee Chat. You're not going to want to miss it. But let's head over and go see Kathy. Everybody have a wonderful evening. And I guess I'll see you on Tuesday. I'll see you on Tuesday. I'll see you tonight over on YouTube. And yeah, have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the weather if your weather is nice. It's seeming to get nicer. It's getting nicer. So I'll be at the DMV tomorrow. Be thinking about me. And I guess I'll see all you guys later. Let's see. Let's go see Kathy. Make sure you say hi, give some encouragement, send some love. You guys know the drill. Here we go.